Hey team, I've got a hopeful solution, thanks to ChatGPT, for scoring our scores without overwriting things and doing frustration. And also, it's much quicker, which is nice. A few things to note. First off, it lives in the event folder, in management, and we're calling it the ScoreStore-aTron, because I get to name things that I make. So there it is, main. Now, first thing to note, the code does require this document, test, which is where we're just going to store stuff for now, does require that to be closed. So don't have it open, and make sure no one else has it open first, and we should be all good. But I'll show you what it looks like. So it's testing. We've got all our events in here and all our scores. So if you're coming up and like, oh crap, my event's missing, you can just add it in here. That should be fine. But in scores, it's just pasting in for us, and so all of the extra columns, you don't have to put in the dates or anything. That's all good. So make sure that's closed. Second is, don't just click on it. We're going to go right-click, open in terminal, and then to run it, all you need to do is type in Python main.py. So that tells the computer, oh, use Python to open file main.py. So you hit enter. I'll show you how it works, and then if we're having problems, I'll show you what to do to fix it. So it'll tell you what it's doing over here, but basically you just point it to the score sheet. So I've just put in Tamworth Monday. I'm now going to put in Tamworth Tuesday. Actually, that was the first one. Tamworth Wednesday. Okay. You go OK. And then we can just type in Tamworth, start to type in, wonderful, OK, done. Those scores are now in. To run it again, I just hit up arrow, and it brings up the last thing I typed in. Enter, go Thursday. So it should be a nice and quick process to re-enter in all of our scores. OK, Python, score sheet, go to Friday. So what it's pulling out of this, by the way, is the date, the type of challenge it is, and you'll see what the rows are here. So Discovery Day, well, wonderful. Put in the date, it'll grab all those scores. Even when you got 9 teams, that's all good. What it can't do though is grab the event title, because we call that all sorts of things, and we would need to have, for our filters to work in Power BI, we need to have all of those events named precisely. That's why we're using this drop down. So okay, if you make a mistake, it'll let you overwrite that. That's fine. So Tamworth, okay, done. I've just put in 3 days work in like 20 seconds, give or take. I'll just double check. So open that one up, go to scores, and look at that, it's entered in these extra days here. So importantly, first place is no longer, yes, it was Farah, but they're different scores. Farah already did win twice there. And yep, Discovery Day, Challenge Day, fantastic. Yep, so that's all working great. Now, where you may come unstuck is if, like me, you don't have all of the different things installed. So there's a few things you need to type in if you're having problems. It'll say like module not found. That just means you need to install it. So here are the things you might need to install. So go pip install ice cream, and then you just put -- user. So that's one, and you hit enter, and it'll do its thing. We might need to install Pi simple GUI. Has to be spelled exactly like that. Again, -- user. We might have to install OpenPyXL -- user. And last but not least, we might have to install pandas user. So just run those, and then it should be all good from there. So just to recap, process is go to this folder, don't just click on it, because then if there is an error, you can't see what it is. It'll just disappear. So right click, open in terminal. If that's not appearing, go show more options, open in terminal. We're going to go Python main.py. I'll do another day. Comes up, pointed to the score sheet. So I've just done Tamworth. Why don't I do Brisbane? So I'm going to go to Queensland, Brisbane City. No, didn't do that one. I did UQ, Brisbane North. Score sheets. Hopefully your score sheets are nicely already in there. Confused why there are 2 in here. 3 for Thursday. Interesting. But these are copies. So I'm going to get this one. Okay. Brisbane. Start to type it in. Brisbane North. There it is. Okay. Hit the up arrow. Brings up the next one. Score path. I'm going to go to Tuesday. Okay. Time to type it in. And I'll put in, doesn't matter the order. I'll put in Wednesday as well. Okay. Time to type it in. Brisbane North. There we go. Wonderful. And just double checking. Remember, this has to be closed for it to work. Okay, very good. Or is that just overwritten all of the things? No, we're okay. Tuesday, Wednesday. It did cut out Wednesday though. Good. Okay, maybe let it do its thing. It's got to sync first. Yeah. Cool. So let's put in Wednesday and make sure that works. So again, close the test. Right click, open terminal, hitting up arrow, Python. It'll come up here, Wednesday. Go OK. Brisbane. There we are. Interesting. SharePoint. You are forever the bane of my existence. Anyway, that's where it is. If you have problems, let me know, but it should be nice and quick to put those in, and I can just copy paste them into the actual thing. Yay! Fantastic. So they're in there, and let it sync before you open it to check. It will let you put in no event whatsoever, so try to avoid that. Just hit cancel if you need to, or close the window. It should be fine. Cool. Adios!